cut some B-roll in on it, it'll be fine. Quick, edit, chop, chop, chop. My name is Michael. Many people know me as Kid Circus, and I am a fashion and portrait photographer based in London. So my first picture is this one. It's the first time I had organised a shoot using 35mm film. I connected with this model, Crystal, via Instagram. We arranged to do this shoot in East London. It was a day in which I decided to risk just taking that one camera, no digital backup, just 35mm film camera, one lens, one roll of film. And we shot for almost 2 hours, and it was just amazing to take the roll of film to the laboratory, get these film negatives and scans back, and every single shot came out. It was hugely satisfying to know that I didn't screw up any of the shots. So that is my first picture, my first favourite picture. It wasn't the first time I shot film, but it was the first time I'd shot a model on film. It was the first time that I decided to try this format that seemed quite alien to me for so long. And again, just risking not taking a digital camera as backup felt like quite a bold move, and obviously I'm glad it paid off in the end. Would have been crying somewhat if it hadn't. And yeah, that really did kick off, you know, progressing on to medium format film, which is what I shoot with primarily now, and the amount of shoots that I've done on film ever since. So this second photo, I took this in 2016. I believe it was a few weeks after the result of the referendum that led to the UK deciding to leave the EU. And this was on Brick Lane in East London. I loved the graffiti, the caption on the wall. It was one of those days where I knew I'd have to be patient. I waited at this spot for at least 40 minutes. Captured lots of different people crossing through this scene, but this one caught my eye particularly, given the kind of the attitudes that changed after this referendum result, and how kind of tense things had become literally the day after. It was quite interesting to capture this mother and her child, and you know, the older child tugging behind as well. And yeah, it is probably one of my favourite pictures I've ever taken. So patience in street photography is everything. You have to be so patient to wait for the moments that you think that you're going to capture that mean something to you. You cannot just have the expectation that on a given day you're going to go out and get a certain amount of images, because it just doesn't work like that. You know, we're human beings, we behave differently. You just need to be able to go out and maybe expect to come back with nothing. And if you come back with something, it's a bonus. I like the fact that you're never gonna capture the same scene from one day to the next. It can be really unforgiving. You can go out one day for 5 hours and come home with nothing. Whereas on another day, you could go out for 40 minutes and come back with so many amazing images that you never expected to get. So it really can be worth, like the payoff can really come in when you put the work in. And just the range of subjects and moments and scenes you can capture if you're prepared to work for it, essentially. My last picture is this one. I shot this last year, and it was only the second time I'd shot medium format film in a studio with strobe flashlights. So I found this model, Mariana, just idly exploring the Instagram Explore page. When I first came across her, I actually thought it was amazing makeup. And then I looked at her profile and realized it was a birthmark, and it was a really unique birthmark that she has. So I messaged her to essentially ask if she's ever in London, because she's based in Brazil. It would be great to work with her. It just so happened she was coming to London in a couple of weeks' time, so we got a shoot together very quickly. I managed to get a makeup artist on board, we booked a studio, and we did this shoot one afternoon in North London. I love this image because if you look at Mariana's Instagram, there's a lot of sort of travel photography, a lot of kind of photos, bikini shots, and I wanted to try and capture in a different way, different context. We got this styling together that made it a little bit more workmanlike almost. But what I like about this picture is she looks quite regal. For me, it shows her in a different context to what a lot of people see of her on her social media. I think just Instagram has become such a great way to connect people together, clearly across different countries, in a way that I can't imagine I could have done any other way. It's a great way to network and to form your own networks. I'm Kid Circus. I've showed you 3 of my favourite photos, and it's been a pleasure doing so.